Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming back to our channel, Heart Connections Coaching. I'm Melody, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about something I get asked about all the time, and that is couples and trust. One of the main things that I get asked about a lot is, can you recover from an affair after trust is broken? Or even, doesn't even have to be a sexual affair, an emotional affair. And my short and sweet answer is yes, absolutely you can. There is what I call the 3 R's in order to do that. The 3 R's are recovery, repair, and reconnect. And so I'm going to go over a couple of those and just give you a little bit more detail about what I mean when I say those 3 things. So obviously when there's been trust broken, it is very, very difficult to repair the relationship, and you have to have 2 willing participants. So the first thing I ask people is, are you willing? Both partners have to be willing and want to repair in order for that to work. If you don't want to repair, then you simply say that and you move on. If you do want to repair, then we try to take you through these couple of different steps in order to get there. And recovery after an affair does take quite a while, a year to 3 years in total. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the first step where we do what's called recovery. And in the recovery, we generally ask for you to get help, see a counselor, set some relationship goals, and figure out what it is that you want to stay together for. What's your reasoning? And that requires a lot of discussion, a lot of talking about what actually happened, and basically getting that all out. Sometimes the partners want to know what happened. Sometimes the partner does not want to know what happened. And that's really up to you as an individual to decide if you want to disclose personal details about the affair. The second one is probably the heftiest phase, and this one is called repair. And in repair, you have to actively work through the past hurts in the relationship. Now, an unpopular opinion that I've held for a really long time is that an affair is a 2-person issue. I've heard a lot of people tell me, and they'll argue with me and say, oh no, it's not my fault. I'm not the one who committed the affair. And that is true. But when I look at the whole picture of an affair, usually what happens is, if we break it down all the way, it comes back to one or the other of the partners turning away from each other in some way, shape, or form, whether that be emotionally, physically, attention-wise, not getting their needs met. So it is a 2-person issue. And in order to recover from an affair, we do have to look at both sides of the fence and where things might have went wrong. So in the repair phase, we take both people. We may work with them individually, we may work with them as a couple, and we really work through all the past hurts of the relationship. This is the hardest part because you have to be completely transparent. You have to tell your partner all the vulnerable hurts that they caused you, and then also receive some of those from your partner as well. And that can be very difficult to do. Very much recommended that you do this phase with a relationship coach or a counselor. And then the last phase is typically once the first 2 phases have been complete, but probably about a year to a year and a half in, is what we would call reconnection. And in reconnection phase, what we like to do is have couples start to figure out how to fall back in love with each other again. And this is really easier said than done. A lot of times they don't feel like they know each other anymore, or they have new interests, new desires, new things that they want to do. So we really spend a lot of time on where they are now, how they've grown, and ways that they can reconnect with each other. This can be through game playing, through fun activities, through new sexual experiences, through heightened emotional connection, and all of these things can help reconnect. The way that we help partners reconnect is by taking these 3 R's and breaking them down into segments. So the phases that you'll go through as far as working through an affair, like I said, could take about between a year to 3 years. Typically speaking, most couples are in reconnection phase by about 2 months. So I wanted to share that with you, and I also wanted to tell you that recovering from an affair is one of the hardest things that you will ever do, but it is absolutely 100% worth it. If you love the person, if you want to stay with them, if you've built a life and a connection with them, a lot of people feel like it's easier to just dip out and leave and go start somewhere new, and that's absolutely true for some people. But there is something really special about reconnecting back with the partner that you originally had and working through it. Nowadays, I feel like there's so many people that want to give up so quick, and because they have been led to believe that once a cheater, always a cheater. And in this field, we just don't look at it like that. People are human, people make mistakes, and it doesn't always have to be because they're a cheater. It could be several different factors. So when you're looking at whether you want to repair your relationship or not, try to keep that into consideration. And just because you or your partner may have made that mistake does not make you a bad person. And I want you to keep your head up, because this could be a really huge learning curve for you. And I want you to take this opportunity to reach out to someone and get help with it and see if you can have a wonderful recovered life from here on out. So with that said, I would love for you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So hit the link below. We also have a workshop coming up in springtime for couples, where we're going to do a group couples coaching session on 8 different topics that couples need to know in a relationship. So I'm going to be posting about that pretty soon. We have our Instagram, which is heart_connection_CS. We also have our Facebook, which is Heart Connections Coaching, and we just started a TikTok. So look for us on TikTok. With that said, I will let you guys go and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.